By the way, I really am glad Catherine's here on your 10th anniversary, and so grateful that she's able to put on a happy face, because a lot of people wouldn't want to necessarily celebrate their 10th anniversary this way. So Catherine will try to make it as pleasant as possible. And we look forward to one day holding a nomination hearing for Preston Wells Griffith IV when he's nominated to a position like this. Mr. Griffith, we'll start with you. If you're confirmed as Undersecretary of Energy, you'll oversee the R&D that goes into funding a lot of the innovation related to our electric power generation sector. Nuclear, coal, oil, natural gas, geothermal, all these will play a critical role in meeting the demand challenge that we're facing due to growth in AI, looking specifically at dispatchable and baseload sources of power. If confirmed, what role do you think the offices that will be under your purview in that position should play in meeting that challenge? And how important do you think innovations are, particularly in the field of nuclear and natural gas, might be to meeting demand growth?
Yeah. Thank you, Senator, for your question, and thank you for spending time with us in your office. Really enjoyed our visit. That's the exciting thing about this opportunity, if I'm confirmed. I mentioned about the gas, growing up in a gas station as a boy. It almost tracks with the history of the Department of Energy, where we went from energy scarce to energy abundant. In the 70s, or even the Manhattan Project, we faced a lot of challenge we had energy challenges, and now I think we're hitting that next energy challenge with powering AI, keeping energy affordable, reliable, and secure for all of America and Americans, and keeping ensuring that we remain competitive. For me, I think in this role, should I be confirmed, it will be to leverage all the resources, the expertise, the funding across the program offices to deliver on the President's agenda, to accomplish the shared goals, and ensure that America remains at the top of the energy, global energy systems, and unleashes that abundance here at home and also abroad. Especially with nuclear and natural gas, we've seen the benefits of that since the shale revolution. A lot of that technology came out of the department, but continuing to double down, using the expertise of the great Department of Energy engineers and scientists to leverage these energy technologies and sources for America, and again for our partners and allies, especially with nuclear, and making sure this Generation 4 reactors and the next generation of reactors come to market, and we ensure that our supply chains are abundant and secure from uranium production, enrichment, and fuel.
Thank you. Mr. Gill, throughout your career in the private sector, including and especially during your tenure at IBM, you've undoubtedly become aware of the lengths to which China has gone to steal intellectual property and technological advances in one way or another. Given the cutting-edge research that's conducted at U.S. national labs, which will be under your supervision in this position, if you're confirmed, how do you plan to ensure that these sensitive innovations are protected from foreign espionage and from theft, especially from China?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the question. And again, I greatly appreciated the time that you spent with us prior to the hearing. This topic is, I know, one that you're very passionate about, and many members of the committee, and is of the utmost importance. There's no doubt that these technologies in AI, in quantum, in fusion, and so on, are some of the most consequential technologies in the world. And we have to do everything in our power to protect it. I'm keenly aware of the theft of intellectual property from China has been a very bad actor in this space. And I'm very much committed to working with you and all the members of the committee to implement ways and improvements with which we can protect our most sensitive technology that we develop in the nation.
Have you perceived there being lapses from outside the department? Or are there things you've been able to observe that cause you concern about China's ability to infiltrate, spy, and steal some of that intellectual property?
Mr. Chairman, yes, I have been aware and unfortunately been not only sensitized but have to deal with consequences of dealing with theft from China in the area of semiconductors, in the area of quantum, and so on. Through my career, we have been enormously aware of the need to protect technology. I've done so in my role in IBM, and if confirmed, I look forward to doing so, to learn from all the good actions that are happening in the department. But I know in this area there's a lot more to be done, and I look forward to working with you to achieve it.
Great.